What's up, friends? Today we are going to address these tires that came on this Buick. I kind of skimped over it in earlier videos, but we're going to do a little road test. Not a full road test, but we're going to definitely do one today. These are Continental Pro Contact tires. Now, as I've said before, and for those of you who don't know, I'll go over it again. Not a problem. When you're checking your tires, even if it's a car you're interested in buying, you could ask the dealership for the information, or you can look for yourself. Because sometimes those dealership guys, they don't know what they're talking about. And sometimes they don't care what they're talking about. Now here you have tread wear. It's rated at 500. Traction is AA. That's always good. And the temperature, which A. Not a AA, but it's an A. So, still, that's pretty good. Rear calipers. We'll go to the front side, look at the front of the tire. Okay. Now, the information I just showed you should always appear on all 4 tires. And if we look at this front tire, it's got the same information. Tread wear 500, traction AA, and temperature A. Now the tread doesn't look bad. I don't see any cracks in between the treads. Cracks in between the treads are usually an indication of dry rot. If those tires are showing cracks in between the tread, not a good look. Those tires aren't going to last too long. But the tread itself looks pretty decent. Overall, the tires look good, front and back. There's one other piece of information that you might want to know, and that is when this tire was manufactured. So after you look at all that, tread, traction, temperature, what brand of tire it is, there's 2 other things. If you're buying a tire for your car, you want to know what size the tire is. P 215 55R 18. Now it varies. That number is going to change depending on the width and the inner circumference of the tire, meaning the lip where it meets the rim at, that big circle where they mounted it, that's going to be the size of the tire. 18, 15, 17. And then the 215, that's actually how wide the tire is compared to the side meat of the tire. Now, one other number, I like to call it the born on date, the date that the tire was actually made. This says 3520. So 3520 would be 35th week 2020. Well, so 3 to 4 years old, not bad. Like I said, it didn't have any cracks in between the tread, so it was definitely well kept. Boy, I don't know if it's gonna heat up or if it's gonna rain. It's weather kind of kooky these days. Okay, so I got somewhere I need to be, and we gonna take a little drive, see how these tires perform in this type of weather. It might rain, it might not, don't know, but you need to know how your tires are going to perform. Okay. Crack the windows. Let's roll the windows down. Oh. All right, let's go. So, as I was saying, you're looking for the tire size in case you have to buy new tires. And that information is all going to be found on the side of the tire. Once you locate the tire size, you need to remember the first section is going to be 3 digits, followed by a 2-digit, and then an R. Well, I should say the R and then the actual size of the tire. So you got the width of the tire, and then the I got distracted. I see the Lexus. My bad, sorry. Like these tires, for instance, 215/55 R18. The side, that small section of the tire, the side section of the tire, that's the 55. Then you have the actual width of the tire from the outside going towards the vehicle. That would be the 215. Then the size of the tire, circular, the circular size of the tire on the inside, that would be the 18. So you got the size going across, the size of the side tire, and then the inner diameter. 215/55/18. Now, in addition to that, as I also said, you need to know how old is that tire? When was it made? So you got, on this particular set of tires, it says 35/20. All right. 35 would be the week. How many weeks into the year was this tire manufactured? And what year was it manufactured? So, oh my goodness. I guess that's one way to cool off. I just seen a pickup truck without a door. Not a Jeep, a pickup truck. I'm like, man, okay. That's one way to keep cool. Change. 3520 means that it was produced, manufactured the 35th week of the year 2020. This is currently 2024, so that hasn't been that long. Now, the condition of the tire, the browning on the outside, if you get a good enough wheel tire cleaner, that'll come off. What you want to know is the inside of the tire where you can't see. But if you look in between the tread, I don't know if y'all can hear me with all this air in the background. If you look in between the tread and you see a lot of cracks in between the tread blocks, then that would indicate that tire has been sitting up somewhere and not being taken care of. That tire is what is known as dry rot. So that's what you don't want. If you do get a car like that, with tires like that, and you still decide to get that vehicle, know that you need to replace those tires as soon as you can, ASAP. Because there's no telling what situation will come up and that tire gives out on you. So please be careful. Now, to add to that, when you're going to buy used tires, you're looking for the same information. The size of the tire, the width of the tire, will it fit your vehicle? When the tire was made, as well as dry rot condition. Remember, you see them cracks in between the tread, the tire's dry rot. Be careful. Be very careful. I was trying to take a road that I know is known for potholes and dips. But it seems as though the state or the county wants to do a little maintenance. They've been repairing the roads. Maybe it's because they get tired of people complaining about, oh, I messed up my tire, fell in the pothole. Debo's. I haven't been to Debo's in a while. Well, I need to. But, anyway. Enough of that. So that's basically the information you need when it comes to tires. Now, as far as these specific tires, Continental Contact Pro, I'm feeling a little wobbly. Might be the air pressure is off on one of the tires. Ah, okay. I'm checking the info. I don't know how accurate this is, but according to the computer, I have one tire that's slightly off. Definitely think it's gonna rain, but it might rain later. I know it rained earlier audacity to wash the freaking vehicle yesterday. Yesterday evening I washed it. Came out pretty good. Okay. It takes a hit. Like those little dips in the road. It'll take that hit. Morning, Sheriff. Oh, wow. Okay. So this car is going so slow, they finally turned, but then two pickup trucks just overtook me. And about 3 blocks down, the road's gonna merge. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just be back here then. That's a lot of these little dips. Especially where they put the little sewer covers in. Sometimes you can go over them, sometimes you can't. I believe it's some railroad tracks around here somewhere. This is a turbo engine, and sorry about that. This is a turbo engine. I don't have much experience with turbo engines, but what I have noticed is that from a standstill, if I have to hurry up and get out of the way, it still takes a little bit of time for it to activate and ramp up speed, accelerate. But when it does happen, these tires are pretty solid. So once that turbo kicks in, and wow, police. Once that turbo kicks in, the tires work pretty well. They grip the road, even going around the corners. Sharp corners, not so much. I don't like that. Maybe it's the vehicle itself. Could be the tires. I'd have to buy another set of tires and see what happens. But as far as these, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Waiting on traffic. Stop and go traffic. It seems to do pretty decent. When I needed to stop, it don't stop on a dime, but that could be due to the brake pads. Although when I got it, the guy said that they had just recently did a maintenance on it. Okay. All right.
rolling stop, excuse me, to accelerate while you're already in motion doesn't seem to take as long as when I'm at a dead stop. I gotta roll that window up because I feel like y'all can't hear me. Alright. So if I'm already in motion, maybe 20, 15 miles. Nice. Corvette. 15, 20 miles, and I punch it a few seconds, and it's just pure speed. But if I'm at a dead stop, a stop sign, or a stoplight, I have to first get it rolling, hit the gas, and hope that it spools up enough, fast enough to propel me forward quickly. Because there's been some times when I've had to deal with some drivers that are not very hospitable to other drivers. And I just want to get out the way, but the vehicle wouldn't respond properly. Now, once it did kick in, like I said, them tires, oh, yeah, they were gripping the road. I had so much power in that short distance, I almost had to slam on the brakes just to stop. Nice smooth road that I'm on right now. I don't hear a lot of noise coming from the tires. Then again, it is Continental, so what do you expect? All-wheel drive. This machine is also an all-wheel drive, but I was told that with the all-wheel drive, it's only using two-wheel drive, and that when it senses a slip, that's when it sends power to the rear wheels as well as power at the front wheels. Huh. Yeah, the tires are pretty solid. Coming around that corner, I believe it's the machine. It's not enough weight. This thing wants to sling me into the corner of the seat. Now, if I was at a lower speed, that wouldn't have been a problem, but taking off from a stop sign behind other vehicles, it just, I don't know. I just don't feel right about that. I just don't feel right. Alrighty then, peoples. That concludes this ride along. Thanks for tagging with me, and I will see you later.